Hi there, folks. I'm Gene of RPG, and welcome back to more MS Saga: A New Dawn. Last time, we fought the Devil Gundam and killed Supreme Commander Dustov. Yay! And now then we made it to basically the central hub of the underground fortress of Eisengrad. I say central hub because, well, this is kind of the point where we're going to do all our exploring. There's a lot of goodies down here, and, well, we're going to get everything. Not to mention, we also need to kill Vladdy. I mean... Ah! Here it is! Alright, so, new enemy, the Kamikaze Raven. This mobile suit is super dangerous. There's a few ways to go about dealing with it. Depending on how things go, we might be doing it, well, the right way or one way or the other way. So, no matter what you do, you're not going to outrun it. You need to use a priority attack if you're planning to outrun it. Such as Speed Lancer. Thing is, there's a very good chance you're going to miss. It only has 1 HP. So, in this case, Speed Lancer worked great for killing it. However, if you miss, it will counterattack you. That counterattack will probably down you. Whatever it attacks, it's probably going to kill. So, the few ways to go about it is either using Speed Lancer, Lightning Lancer, etc. Using Quick Shot, which Vargas has, and that's probably the safest way to deal with them. Or, and this is my personal favorite, have Fritz or Major Resner use double shield, and that will completely stop the damage. And then when the Kamikaze Raven is working on charging, then you can turn around and shoot it in the face with a regular old attack, and that works remarkably well, I have found. So that's my preferred strategy for them. Whether or not you want to go that route is up to you, of course. Alright, but this would be a new enemy, but I kind of already fought it before because we made the Bawu. The Gap Plant. These Gap Plants is different than the ones we faced in the arena as well. It is a different enemy data log. We were nowhere near as well equipped as we are now to fight the Gap Plants back then. That said, it's still no pushover. Gap Plants never truly become a non-issue. They're always going to be a pain in the ass. And it's funny, because the Gap Plant's actually a really good mobile suit. And one that I actually really like. Yet you can't ever make one, and it's disappointing. There's a handful of mobile suits like that. Including one that I don't understand why they wouldn't make it available to you, the Daija, but we'll get to that later. And here is a hacking tool. You may know it's been a very long time since we've gotten a hacking tool from a chest. I am still sitting on 10, but it's very likely that you might be out. From there, we got the small beam rifle. The small beam rifle is actually one of my favorite guns in the game. It's a very compact beam rifle. Yeah. It's a very compact beam rifle. As you can see, it only takes up 3 slots. Yet it has 133 attack power, almost as much as the Gundam 2 rifle. It's a very good secondary weapon to have equipped on a mobile suit. So much so that I'm trying to find a spot for it. Major Resner is the obvious choice, but she doesn't really have space for it. Plus, she has the Gundam 2 rifle. Regardless, that is the only small beam rifle you will get in the game, and it's actually pretty useful. It's a reliable secondary weapon, so I would definitely hold on to it. And a regeneration kit DX. Very nice. Alright, but let's see. We cannot go through this door. It only opens from the other side. You'll want to remember that. That means we're going to be coming back this way. So, for now, let's go ahead and head up this ramp. Alright, from that fight, Major Resner leveled up and she got the technique Maintenance. Maintenance heals, I believe, acid, overheat, or short circuit. So if you have multiple of those inflicted, well, it's awfully redundant because, I mean, overheat and short circuit are borderline the same thing, and we're never gonna see acid again, I don't think. Like, we're long past the point of acid. It's actually really rare for you to have both overheat and short circuit inflicted at the same time. And so I don't know if that technique's really all that great. I mean, it doesn't hurt anything. It's just, I don't know, it's a weird one. Let me see here. Yeah, why not? Oh, the door won't open from that side. Yeah, get used to that. That's going to happen a lot. And if you have a keen eye, you'll notice that there are chests down there that we're going to be getting to. Ah! Oh, that's funny. From that fight, we got a rod-type beam rifle. You may remember that because, well, Tristan has it equipped. And I've mentioned before, it's actually one of the best guns in the game. Because it's the only gun in the game that adds to your melee stat. I think I can find a way to squeeze another one in. Let's see. But yeah, that's oddly humorous to me because, yeah, hey, awesome. Actually, I don't see any way I'm making that fit. But yeah, we have 2 of them now. Which means if we equip them both, then that's a plus 10 to the melee attack stat, which is very nice. Alright, but we have not really all that spectacular of a fight. 2 Death Knights and a Barrier Marasai. They might survive more than 1 turn, actually. Because I do not know if Shot Burst is going to be enough to kill them all before it gets a chance to attack. Not that it matters, because 1 counterattack will do the job. Okay, let me see here. How do we... we're gonna hop down there and get treasure. Who am I kidding? After all, I want the fun stuff. Ooh, a repair kit SP. That's very good, because we might need that soon. Restorative Drink DX, very nice. And a high armor kit, also very nice. Yeah, we may as well fight the diamond. Which contains 2 Psychic Zakus and a Gap Plant. Alright, let's prioritize shooting the Gap Plant, I guess. Resner probably... We probably need Resner to get out of here. Although she's been doing just fine, so maybe not. Yeah, no, it doesn't take enough for me to warrant using a funnel. So, you guys know the song and dance, though. We're going to go ahead and Shot Burst, which will kill the Psychic Zakus, and then we're going to shoot the Gap Plant. And yeah, you may have noticed, the Gap Plant is faster than the Bawu. That is part of what makes the Gap Plant such a pain in the ass. It's funny, it's been quite a while now since we've had an actual dungeon crawl. Not since the Lost City when we went to get the Hyakushiki data. But over here, if you open up this chest, you get a Beam Lance. So, talking about Major Resner. If you do not have the Drill Lance, you may want to consider using the Beam Lance. It is not quite as powerful, but it's close. It's very close. 210 instead of 240. It's a worthwhile weapon for this point in the game. Also, only has a 1 energy cost as opposed to 3, but that doesn't matter. Just something to consider. The thing is, if you don't use the Drill Lance now, you're probably never going to use it. An alternative would be to stick it onto Tremi, depending on what mobile suit she's in. But her equipment setup is just a little bit too full. Although I could switch this for the Hyakushiki rifle, and then I'd be able to equip it, which is tempting. Like, really tempting. You know what? Why not? Let's do that. Granted, that does free up the Zeta Gundam rifle as well. As well as the Saber, actually. Wow. Okay. And there we go. And since the Zeta Gundam Saber is actually freed up, Tristan can go ahead and equip that. Because it's slightly stronger. Is there no way I'm going to be able to make... No, there's got to be some way. Yeah, there we go. Which also means I can put the other rod-type beam rifle on him. Awesome! As for the Zeta Gundam rifle, I think it's a little too big for anybody to really use. Which is the big drawback to the Zeta Gundam rifle, admittedly. It's a little long. But there we go. Something I actually never do, because I very rarely have Tremi using a lance. But most of her boost attacks, other than Sonic Boom and Sonic Storm, most of her melee ones are lance-based, so... yeah, why not? Oh, the door's still locked. Either way, it's a nifty treasure. You may want to get it, you may want to pass. I don't know. It really depends on if you're having Resner use the Drill Lance or not, in my opinion. Because you have to have Resner in your party for this. So you may as well make sure she's got equipment, right? Oh no! This is one of the big things about Kamikaze Ravens. They often ambush you, which means someone's gonna die. Okay, so, after they attack you, rather than taking the time to try and charge or use your boost attacks, instead, prioritize shooting them. Because they only have 1 HP. They're gonna die as long as you hit them. So, save your energy for the boost attacks after that. And that's how you deal with getting ambushed by them. Let's go ahead and use a full repair from Fritz. Alright, let's see though. We have a ramp heading down as well as more area to look at. You must be the intruders. We've been waiting for you. Intruders? This is Eisengrad. You're the ones intruding. Put a sock in it. This facility belongs to the Zarth family, and we don't like uninvited guests. Your mistake, your lives. Alright, but 2 barrier Marasais and a Zarth guard. So, as you probably remember, the Zarth guard is a lot tougher than it seems at first. So, we're going to first take care of the barrier Marasais. And then we're going to lay into the Zarth guard. As tough as it is, it's no match for a funnel. Although I will admit, funnel is starting to lose a little bit of its oomph, as you might be able to tell. Let's go with a lightning lancer at this point and another funnel. And Fritz is just going to shoot it. Alright, it's about to do a melee attack, but yeah, that's okay. Let's go ahead and have Tremmy charge. Aeon. She's just going to use funnel again. And I guess Fritz will go ahead and fight and just shoot at it again. And the next turn, we'll use a lightning lancer. Oh, damn it, Fritz. A lightning lancer, and then also probably an Ankoku Ken. Oh, I mean, that is if it gets to survive till then. Granted, yeah. Granted, that's not exactly the most efficient way of dealing with them, because you might notice that Aeon's almost out of TP now. And because I'm not going to leave here to restore it, we're going to actually utilize some of our restorative drinks on Aeon because, well... Oh, and you know what? We're also going to use some repair kit DXs. There we go. That's fine. There we go. She's all set to funnel some more. Restorative drinks are nice, especially if you've been saving them up. Eventually, we can buy the regular ones. Eventually. Right now, not so much. Come on, treasure. I know there's a box down here somewhere, right? Right? Oh. Oh. Alright, well, let's keep moving. Alright, from that level up in that battle that I cut out, Fritz gained a level and learned the technique Repair All. This is a technique that he's going to be using a lot. And that's it. No one else learned anything. Okay. But yes, it is a very good technique. One that's going to see a ton of use. Alright, let's see. We are set to go down here and start looking around some more. Aha! Treasure! As I was saying, treasure, which is a restorative drink SP. Very nice. Don't know if we're going to use that in here or not. We might. I don't know. Over here is a regeneration kit DX. That's nice, and that probably will get used knowing what's coming up. Alright, let's take a quick look here, because there is treasure down here, and I want to make sure we get it. Let's try taking this door. Of course, for all I know, we could be going the actual right way, and I'll just have to turn around. Which, if that happens, we're going to edit, but, I mean, I would rather not have to do that. Alright, here we go, though. This looks right. Another hub room. Granted, this one's much... Well, it's the same size, technically, because it's the exact same room layout. But... Damn kamikaze ravens. They really have it out for Aeon. Alright, let's, I guess, start off this side. That is a lot of Death Guardians. And that would be a lot scarier if I didn't know that one shot burst will kill them all. Alright, but down this way is treasure, I know. A repair unit, DX, very good, because I've used that. And one ECAP S. I have not gotten another ECAP S since I farmed for that one that I farmed for. So at this point is when I would have been able to make the double booster. I'm glad I went ahead and just said, screw it, and farmed for the one ECAP S. Don't plan on doing that again. Because, yeah. ECAP S farming sucks. It's not fun. It takes an eternity. But enough of that. We have new enemies, Dark Cubelays. Dark Cubelays are, well, surprisingly potent enemies. We're going to charge with Tremi and Aeon, and Fritz is going to go ahead and Shot Burst. That'll deal damage to them, as well as deal with the Psychic Zakus. And yeah, like most, basically every Cubelay enemy, they're really freaking fast. But that deals with the Psychic Zakus. Now we just have to kill the Cubelays. We're gonna have Tremi defend and Aeon defend. Let's get Fritz out of here. And why don't we put Tristan up here, and he can go ahead and charge. Alright, but I think we're good. Let's go ahead and Gatling Fire, probably the one on the right. As well as, well, just Gatling Fire, the one on the right. And Tristan's gonna defend. But that's one, and I think Aeon should kill this one. Because I always forget just how many guns I have on Aeon's Rick Diaz. Not to the same degree as the Bawu or the Zeta Gundam, but it's close. But that takes care of the Dark Cubelays, which gives us access to this locked chest, which contains the Titan Shield. Okay, so the Titan Shield is, well, it's got a lot of defense. It has even more defense, actually, than the Zeta Gundam Shield. The big difference is that it takes away 30 from speed, which is absurd. That is such a huge speed loss. But it is the same size as the Gundam 2 shield, which has been the standard for a little while now. So, if you really desperately need the defense and think you can forego the speed, well, you may want to slap that on. I don't recommend it, though. It's way too hefty of a loss, in my opinion. I should mention, though, the Titan Shield. The Titan Shield is actually a reference to, well, the Titans from the Zeta Gundam series. And the reason it is shaped just like the Gundam 2 shield is because, well, it's also the colors of the original color scheme for the Gundam 2, because the Gundam 2 was actually a Titan mobile suit first. It did not originally have the Gundam colors that we've seen it have in this game. In fact, I'll put a picture of the original Gundam Mark II's color design on screen for you guys now, so that way you have an idea of what I'm talking about. It's radically different color-wise. Wow, that is a lot of Assheimers. But also, our first time encountering a Masala. Or rather, it would be our first time encountering a Masala if we wouldn't have gone after the 10 Bawu data we did. The Masala, much like the Gaplant, is super fast. It also likes to use Shock Awe, which completely screwed us over here. Granted, we're in a much better spot than we used to be for dealing with the Ashamars, but still, I mean, come on. That wasn't very nice. Alright, but this is pretty much done. We just gotta shoot these two. Aeon's not even gonna get to go. The only reason she would is if Fritz missed. Which can happen. The Hyper Mega Launcher is not the most accurate gun in the game. But it's more than accurate enough. Obviously, because it's laying waste to everything. It's so good, I love it. Anyway, over here we get 10 Bawu data! Yay! It's too bad we're not making another Bawu. And 8 Zaku 3 data. I'll talk about the Zaku 3 later because we cannot possibly make one right now. It's just impossible. We can't do it. Anyway, that's it for this branch. Let's go ahead and keep looking. Alright, so now let's head down south. Well, I say south, but I have no idea if it's actually south or not. It doesn't matter. We're going to head down, because I want to say that's going to take us to the room to the right. Ah, which tells me this is the way we need to be going. Halt, right where you are. You aren't getting through. I'll stake my life on... Oh, you poor... Why are you so devoted to the Neo-Zarth? Because this world is sick. It's rotten and infected. But Lord Vladdy has the power to cure it and save us all. You're wrong. All he wants is his revenge. Come on, haven't you seen the beginning of the game? All the way to this point, this game's whole entire shtick is revenge. He's lying to you. Shut up. Just shut up. I believe in Lord Vladdy. Well, looks like we're going to have to do this the hard way then. Give it your best shot. You aren't getting through. Well, we'll just see about that. But here we go. Mini boss time. 2 more Dark Cubelays and a Zarth Guard 2. We're already encountering the level 2 variants. Let's go ahead. Yeah. Let's go ahead and charge, and I want Fritz to defend. The Zarth Guard 2 is, well, a very different Gaplant. It's a much more potent Gaplant. So, That's a good thing to remember. We're going to defend, and Fritz is going to go ahead and shoot probably the Cubile on the left. Because I believe they have like 2,000 HP, so really one Gatling fire should be enough to kill them. Let's go ahead and use Fritz's Repair All technique that he has, because we haven't really used it yet. I'm glad I had both Tremy and Aeon target that Cubile, because it's defending. So it should still die. Maybe. Well, I guess it doesn't matter when it downs Aeon like that. Alright, that's okay, though. Let's go ahead and have Tremy use a regeneration kit on Aeon, and let's get Li Fong out here and have her and Koku Ken the Cubile on the right. Because it's like half dead, and Ankoku Ken should probably kill it. Oh, especially if she gets a crit. Ah, I love that. Okay. Now, let's have Fritz... Well, Fritz isn't fast enough, is he? Damn it. Alright, let's go ahead and have Tremy charge. We're going to go ahead and Gatling fire. And I guess we have Fritz hop out at this point and use full repair on Aeon. And hopefully he's fast enough that he can get it off. Well, not fast enough. I know he's not. What I should say is hopefully the Zarth Guard 2 targets someone else. Alright, and then Tremy's going to charge again. We're going to go ahead and use Funnel. And let's get Tristan out here so he can use Hyper Charge. Alright, now Tremy is ready for a Gatling fire. Aeon is here. She's going to go ahead and use Funnel, because I don't expect that it's going to survive this turn. Even if it kills Tremy after she Gatling fires, it's still going to die. In fact, to get some insurance on that, let's use Plasma Lancer. Ooh, very nice. And from the Zarth Guard 2, we got an Energy Max. An even better item than the Energy Charger. We're going to definitely get use out of it. Lord Vladdy, I've failed you! And then a tank blows up. Get out of here. I don't want to kill you. What are you waiting for? Finish me off. Does your life mean that little to you? Now's your chance to start again, to learn to think for yourself. I don't want any more blood on that man's hands. Now go, get out of here. Fine. But be warned, he is very, very powerful. Turn back while you can. Yeah, that's not an option, buddy. We have to stop him. And indeed, we shall. Maybe next time on MS Saga, A New Dawn. I'm Gene of RP Gene. And I'm going to heal up, and I'll see you guys next time.